house. Okay, here is another lesson on how to read Hiragana. These are just hints, okay? Basically, you have to write these, of course, but when you look at it, there are hints. Okay, so let me start with this real quick. Okay, so remember, the vowels in Japanese are the same like in English, but the order is different. So it's going to be A, E, U, and O. Okay, so it's going to be here A, E, U, A, O. Okay, in English A, A, E, O, U. So I'm all mixed up, right? Okay, so remember, in the Japanese language, they have syllables. So all of their sounds has a consonant and a vowel added to it, except for the and the is going to be like an N, or it'll sound like an N or an M or something like that. But basically, I think it's more or less like a double letter, okay, or whatever the consonant is that's before. So if it's P, it'll be like a double P or something like that. Okay, so that's what that does. Okay, but anyway, let's get back to this. Okay, so here you're going to have ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Okay, and you write the ko. It has this little hook, but most people when they write it, they don't write that. Okay, so anyway, here you have ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Okay, one more time, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. So here it's ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Okay. So here, when you're looking at these, you want to think, well, you want to say, well, hey, how can I remember these, right? Okay. So remember, for one thing, they're always in this order. Okay, when you're writing, they're always in this order. Okay. Another thing, like I said in the other video, is you want to look at it and see if you can see the letters, the romaji, in these, in the hiragana. So here with the ka, okay, basically here you have the ka. Okay, well you take this line right here and you just put it here, and it'll be like a K. It'll be like a K. Okay, and then here again you have this here, and it can just be a A. If you put this line, you move that together, and it'll just be the A. So this is ka, and this is what I did to remember this. For the ki, it's just, you know, you have 3 lines, so 3 lines make a K. Okay, and then here, this one here, just make your own dot, and that's going to be ki. And that's how I remembered it. And basically what it was here, I just, you know, this is like a, what are the things called? Wow. When you want to remember something, and instead of remember the word, you take the first letters of those, or whatever you want to say, and you make it a word or something like that, and that's how you remember it. Basically, that's what I did. I saw this here, this line here, and of course I could stand it up and it'll be an I. So that's how I remembered it. And then when I did that, I noticed that here you have 3 lines, and these 3 lines you can rearrange them to become ki. Here, for the ku, you can almost see that there's a K. If there was an imaginary line there, that's the K. But before that, you were like, okay, but how am I going to get the U? Well, you take this here and you switch it over, it's going to be a V. But V is not a U, but you know, you do have the double U. So that's what I did. It's kind of strange, but that's what I did. So that's how I remembered that. Okay, for the K, I really do not remember what I did to memorize the K. Now that I'm looking, all I can say is you got the 3 lines here. Okay, you have the 3 lines, so you can make this little line there and take the longer one. That's going to be the K part. And then if you take this here, this line, and you flip it over to there, it'll be something like a E. So it'd be like a K-E-K. But I forgot. There was something I did, but this was like many years ago, so I don't remember. But anyway, for the ko, it's pretty easy because you have the O. Okay, you put that, you bring this down here, you have the O. Okay, and then, well, I can do it again. So here, you have the O, so you just make that the O. Well, how do you make the K in there? Well, there's two ways you could do it. Okay, two ways I thought about. One was just make the line there, and it'll be the K, you know, like a funny K, you know, like a child would make the K. It would be the K. Or I took this section here and said, hey, that looks like the car, you know. So I used it as the K. So basically, I saw the car in this because of the car here, there. Okay, and then you have the O, so it's ko. So that's how I remembered it. So it was ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Okay, and another thing too is that as you start writing the Hiragana and things like that, you're going to notice that some of the, they're going to be a little different. Some of them are a little familiar, but some are a little different. But the ones that's a little familiar, there are hints within them that can, how can I say it, that will help you to differentiate, you know, which one is which, okay? But I'll get to those later, okay? Anyway, that's it. So, basically, if you want to read it, here, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. And in Japanese, for all of you who are writing and stuff like that in colleges or universities or high school or even on your own, when you're writing in Japanese, you see other people's handwriting. Their handwriting sometimes is very difficult to read and things like that, especially when they're writing with the pen and the kanji is like, looks like it's only like 2 millimeters high and things like that. So mine might not look as perfect as where you might be doing it, but when you're writing and stuff like that, you tend to get your own style and stuff. The best thing to do is if you have friends, and Japanese friends, just look at their handwriting. You might want to mimic what they're doing or just do it yourself. Some people do tend to have the same, some don't. So, anyway, so here, ka, K, K, A, ki, the K, then the I, ku, you, flip it up, K, U. The K, like I said, I forgot, but here you put these two lines together and then bring that together, and that'll be the E. And then the ko, you got that. So remember, this right here reminds me that it's a K plus the O, ko. Ka, ki, ku, ke. Okay? That's it.